If video is blurry, click the settings icon at bottom right and set the quality to the highest setting possible. Each page of this content will be displayed for a preset time. If it is too long or too short for your reading pace, click the settings icon at bottom right and adjust the speed, or pause the video and drag the cursor along timeline until preview shows desired page, and then click to view. You may find it more convenient if you download the PDF file by following the instruction in the description box below. Q11. What is soul? Who has soul, and is it destructible? The term soul comes from Hebrew word nephesh, and this word appears 754 times in the original Hebrew text, OT, of the Bible. It also comes from Greek word psyche, and this word appears 102 times in the original Greek text, NT, of the Bible. So we can see that this term was used frequently in the Bible. However, as we will find out, many people, including so-called Christians, have misconceptions about the soul, that it is something that is indestructible and lives on even after death. Is this what the Bible indicate? Let's find out what the Bible says. Now, let's first consider the following excerpt from the Bible to see what we can glean about the term soul. Yahweh God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Genesis 2:7. Here it says, man became a living soul after God breathed the breath of life into him. This implies that he was a dead soul before the breath of life was breathed into him. Let's further consider the following excerpts. You have profaned me among my people for handfuls of barley and for pieces of bread, to kill the souls who should not die, and to save the souls alive who should not live, by your lying to my people who listen to lies. Ezekiel 13:19. They took it and struck it with the edge of the sword, with its king and all its cities and all the souls who were in it. He left no one remaining according to all that he had done to Eglon, but he utterly destroyed it, and all the souls who were in it. Joshua 10:37. For you have delivered my soul from death, and prevented my feet from falling, that I may walk before God in the light of the living. Psalms 56:13. As you can see from these excerpts, it is clear that soul can die. This is further evident in the following excerpt, where it mentions dead nephesh, dead soul. Command the children of Israel that they put out of the camp every leper, everyone who has a discharge, and whoever is unclean by a corpse, dead soul. Numbers 5.2. The word corpse in this verse was translated from dead nephesh, or dead soul in the original Hebrew text as shown below. Nephesh is shown in the box. The term dead nephesh, dead soul, appears at many more places in the original Hebrew text, such as Numbers 6:6, Haggai 2:13, Leviticus 19:20, 21 Shiwa, 22:4, etc. Further, let's see what God said about the soul that sins. The soul who sins shall die. Ezekiel 18:20, Namp 4, ESV. So we can see that Bible indisputably shows soul can die. Then, what happens after death? For the living know that they will die, but the dead don't know anything. Neither do they have any more a reward, for their memory is forgotten. Also, their love, their hatred, and their envy has perished long ago. Neither do they any longer have a portion forever in anything that is done under the sun. Ecclesiastes 9:5-6. Does this indicate life after death? Not at all. Now, are humans only ones described as souls? How about other creatures? Let's see what the Bible indicates regarding creatures such as fish, birds, and animals. God said, "Let the waters abound with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth in the open expanse of the sky." God created the large sea creatures, and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarmed, after their kind, and every winged bird after its kind. God saw that it was good. Genesis 1:20-21. Here, note that creature is actually translated from the term soul, nephesh, in the original Hebrew text as shown below. See arrows. Therefore, if we restate Genesis 1:20-21 with creature replaced with soul, it reads, God said, "Let the waters abound with living souls, and let birds fly above the earth in the open expanse of the sky." God created the large sea creatures and every living soul that moves, with which the waters swarmed, after their kind, and every winged bird after its kind. God saw that it was good. Again, as regards to the animals created on the fifth day, God said, "Let the earth produce living creatures after their kind, livestock, creeping things, and animals of the earth after their kind." In Genesis 1:24, and the same word, creatures, was translated from soul, nephesh, here as well, as shown below. See arrow. So we can see that all living creatures, whether in the water, in the air, or on the land, are described as souls. Furthermore, what is interesting is the fact that even Yahweh God refers to himself as soul. "Behold, my servant, whom I uphold, my chosen, in whom my soul delights. I have put my spirit on him. He will bring justice to the nations." Isaiah 42:1. Here, God is prophesying about Jesus Christ, whom he calls my chosen, in whom my soul delights, and refers to himself as my soul. And again, in the two excerpts from the book of Leviticus cited below, God refers to himself as my soul while addressing to Israelites. "I will set my tent among you, and my soul won't abhor you." Leviticus 26:11. "I will destroy your high places, and cut down your incense altars, and cast your dead bodies upon the bodies of your idols, and my soul will abhor you." Leviticus 26:30. So we can see that all living creatures, whether in the water, in the air, or on the land, are described as souls, and it even applies to the Creator God himself. So what do all these mean about the term soul? Evidently, soul refers to all self-sustaining life entities, whether in material or spirit realm, and it is destructible in the case of all creatures including the angels, Revelation 20:10, but not the self-existing Creator God, as his existence has no beginning or end, Exodus 3:14.